My name is Eric Jensen. I live here at 54. I've been here for about 6 years now. I've been living in the market, I guess, the last 15. Yeah, it's just, basically where family is, the people I've known all my life, the world I know. There's still a lot of the same people who've always been here. It's, I think it's one of the few remaining places, in the city that's still established, or has a foundation of people that they're committed to it by their families, their histories.
When we lose people, it's almost like we lose a building. We lose a part of our history. Kensington is as interesting as it is because it was a place to start. It's always been a place to start. And if it's not affordable, then it can't be a place to start. So in order it anchors that possibility in a small way, but I think that one success builds on the other. And so it is really important. And it gives me a lot of hope.
We're cutting through the market into a municipally owned parking lot that we as the Land Trust have had our eyes on for a number of years. It's a space that was once described by a former city councillor as the largest underutilized property in Kensington Market. We as the Land Trust have had our eyes on it since our inception, and we've longed for an opportunity to redevelop the site in a way that serves the community. We're hoping 40 or 60 units of affordable housing. That we can provide some community space for community groups, maybe some artist or studio space, keep access to keep the neighborhood open, and do all of that in a way that's going to serve the neighborhood much better than just having yet another parking lot.
The fact that the membership of the Land Trust that are making the deals, that are making decisions about management of the properties, that's being done now on a more local level. So I think better decisions could be made about those properties because of that. So I think it's actually returning these assets to a level of decision making that's much, much closer to the neighborhood scale. And I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
So we're currently involved in another very complex conversation about another acquisition. And part of the reason we're able to still be at the table, and actually I'm hopeful that one's going to go ahead, is first of all, we've learned a ton. No two of these acquisitions are the same in terms of hoping for seamless future acquisitions. There's always things to learn. We've learned a ton. We've developed some significant expertise as our own organization. So we can sit at the table with the people that we're negotiating with and say, in our network, we have very concrete experience and very concrete examples of, for example, what this agreement could look like in this partnership to manage this building. And we can provide some comfort to our partners that there's real lived experience and templates and models for doing what we're trying to do.
We are going to put ourselves forward as a neighborhood of people that are able to develop our own housing. Like, we don't need a developer to come in and build us housing. We are going to put ourselves as the proponent for the Bellevue parking lot, which is going to be amazing. A whole parking lot that we can turn into community space or housing. I'm working on constantly looking at other buildings and trying to buy them. We're looking on intensely repairing and renovating this building. And most excitingly, so many people have approached us after hearing that we were able to buy this building as a community that they are thinking, oh my God, how can we do this in Little Jamaica? How can we do this in Chinatown? How can we do this in other Canadian cities? And those conversations are really exciting because then we can take everything that we've learned and that Parkdale Neighborhood Land Trust taught us and then pay it forward to someone else, because we couldn't have done it without them sharing that knowledge with us.
So our next steps, keep working at acquiring properties, establish a kind of community investment vehicle where people can actually invest and we can develop our portfolio of properties, because the more we have, the more we can leverage, again, all turning those, learning to trap those resources in the community so they serve the community in perpetuity. My dream is that the Land Trust is a big enough landlord, a big enough landholder in the neighborhood that we actually have a structural impact on real estate.
If you want to support our Land Trust and you love Kensington Market and you care about it particularly, yeah, of course you could donate, you could come join, become a member, get on one of our committees. hang out on the stoop with us and come and dream with us about what else we could do in the neighborhood. Like, there are so many needs and we could make them happen.
Amazing.
Sweet.